Hi, I'm Sophie.
Oh, I'm Hannah. Hi.
And welcome to my world. Sorry, Hannah's really into making her bracelet over here. We're making rubber band fish bone bracelets. So we're going to teach you how to do this even if you don't have a rainbow loom, which has become the hottest new thing out there to have, a rainbow loom. And you can make your own rubber band bracelets. But you don't need to have a rainbow loom. All you need is some cardboard. And what I've done is I've actually taken 3 pieces of corrugated cardboard and I've glued them together. And you need a couple thumbtacks. And I've got these thumbtacks. They're purple, so you'll be able to see them.
They're so cute.
I know, aren't they cute? And you're just going to stick them into your cardboard just like this, about a knuckles length apart. So, about a thumb length, knuckle length apart right there. This one you're going to need for a little bit later on, so I'm going to put it in the corner here. So all you need are 3 thumbtacks and some cardboard that's stacked on top of itself so that you've got a nice base. So that the reason I do that is so that these don't stick out the bottom, right? And you're also going to need a pin. This is really important. The pin is very, very, very important. But remember, it's sharp, so be careful when you use it. If you have O-rings, O-rings are something that people use when they're making jewelry. If you have O-rings, these are great. But if not, you can always tie it off with a rubber band. So don't get worried if you don't have an O-ring. But if you do have an O-ring, you're also going to need a pair of needle nose pliers. Then you're also going to need some scissors. Always need scissors for crafting, right? And rubber bands. I know they're great, aren't they? I know. I know, the colors are so great. So they now are making these rubber bands in 500 rubber bands to a bag, and they come in all these great colors. Basically, they're about $1.99, at least in our area. They're about $1.99 a bag, and you can make a lot of bracelets out of one bag of rubber bands. But this is going to be fun because we have all these different colors. Yeah. So to make the fish bone bracelet, what you're going to want is 3 separate colors. And it's really important that you use 3 colors because that helps your pattern to really pop. So what I like to do is I like to choose my pattern here. I'm going to do orange, blue, and I'm very fond of green. I'm not a pink girl.
Really?
I'm not. Yes. No, I know. I'm not a pink girl. So I've got my orange, my blue, and my green, and I line them up in the order that I'm going to have them on here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to leave those there. Those are going to just remind me of what my pattern is. So the first one is going to be the orange one, right?
Okay, so here's my paint.
Right. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I take it, and I'm going to twist it to make a figure 8, just like that.
Okay.
And I'm going to place that over my 2 thumbtacks and push it down to the bottom. Now that is going to be the only one that gets twisted. Everything else will be straight. This is the only one that you make the figure 8 with. So I've got one little figure 8 there. And then I'm going to take my next color, which is blue, and I'm just going to stretch it and place it over top. And you're going to see it's lined up on top. It's not rolling down underneath the orange one. It's on top. And then I'm going to take my green one and do the same thing. So now they're lined up, 1, 2, 3, and I'll use my pin here to show you. You've got 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Okay, now here's all you do. You reach down with your pin and you pull that bottom one up and over the pin top. Then you reach over to the other side and pull the other side up and over the pin top. That's it. Now, what's great about this, Hannah, I'm going to push these down, is that whatever color you've just pulled to the top is going to be the color that you put on to replace it. So I've got my orange, because that was orange, so I'm going to put the orange right on top. Now the only thing that you want to make sure is that they're lined up on top of each other. That the one common mistake is that this would go down below. But you always want to just make sure that your new color, whatever color, stays on top. Now I can push these down just a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is reach through with my pin, and I'm going to grab the blue, which is my next color, pull it up on one side, reach through for the blue on the other side, and pull it up and over the pin. And that is my second one. And now I'm going to replace that with blue on top. And now I'm going to reach through and grab the green one, pull it up. You can see why the pin is so important, because it helps you to be able to grab that. especially if you have big clumsy fingers like me. And there we go. Okay, now I've got 3 stitches there, and you can see that it is starting to make its pattern.
I'm very happy with this.
I know, it's fun, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so now you can see how that pattern's starting. To give myself a little bit of space, and so it doesn't like bung up on itself, I'm just going to pull that first one and just secure it there. So now I'm back to, I got my blue right there, and I need to put my green on top, which was just what I just did my last stitch. So I'm going to put the green on top there.
Okay.
Okay, so now I reach through, grab my orange, pull it up. Grab my orange, pull it up, replace my orange, push it down. Then I reach through, grab the blue. See, what else happens when you pull it like this is it makes it easier to get, and it makes it easier to get to that one. And replace with blue. And reach through and grab the green, and replace with green. Push it down, grab through for the orange, grab it through. Now, as it starts to get longer, you can move this down.
Okay.
So we just keep a-going. Replace with the orange. So like I said, the only little mistake that could happen would be that you push the rubber band that should be on top down to the bottom. You know what I mean? So that's just the one thing that you want to make sure that you don't do. Okay, replace blue. And green comes up. Now I've got enough to make a ring here. So I think what I'm going to do is, so I can show everybody how to do the end.
Okay.
You keep going on your bracelet there. But when you're ready to get to the ending part of this, what you're going to do is pull up your last one and your last one. Okay. You leave your last one on the end here. If you're going to use a rubber band to tie it off, what you would do is take the rubber band and feed it through here and feed it through here. And then you would slip this part of the rubber band through so that it ties it off. And then you release it like that. Whoop. Okay, and then you would undo this end and open it up with your fingers. And then you would just tie this off. That's the easiest way to do it. Would just be to tie it off.
Okay.
But I want to show you how to do the O-ring. So I'm going to undo this because the O-ring is also very cool. So let's just get this back to where it goes, right there. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take an O-ring. This is if you have an O-ring. And I'm going to put my needle nose pliers inside my O-ring and just open it up just a tiny little bit, like that. So see how I have just a little bit of a space? Then I'm going to slip that here and here.
Ah.
And then we just pull that off of there, like that. And then we take the other end, slip it over, like that.
Cute.
And close it. And then I like to, when I closed it like that with my needle nose, I like to give this a pinch where the connection is.
And there's your charm.
See, here we go. And now you have a beautiful ring. Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
And that's how you make a fishbone rubber band ring or bracelet. You can even make necklaces. You can make scrunchies for your hair. Yeah, you could do anything that you wanted with them. Really kind of fun and easy. So that's a pretty simple rubber band technique, don't you think?
Yep.
And you don't have to have the loom. You can just do it with the rubber bands.
Question.
Yes.
Can I take these home?
The pink ones?
Yes.
Well, you know I don't like pink. For more great rubber band snapping ideas, come and check us out at
Sophie-World.com.
You really
Seriously,
you
do
really
it.
like the pinks? You really like the pinks? Okay.